I know it's been a while since we've done a live.
Yeah, we haven't done a live since literally November, and we're now in January. So, guys, welcome back
to another episode of Feel Free.
A live episode of Feel Free. Who's this?
My mom.
Oh, it's your mom. Hi! Hola, ¿cómo está?
So welcome to another episode of Feel Free.
I wish my parents would watch my lives.
Your siblings do.
It's true. That's true.
Where we talk about anything and everything, because that's our thing.
And where you can open your mind, feel the vibe, and chime in. And today's episodes, you're going to really feel the vibe. We're going to go a little bit deep today.
It's going to be kind of different. We've talked about that, like I said, like we want to talk about anything and everything, and we've talked about like the fun topics. We haven't really got to
Pórtense bien.
We haven't really got to like the serious type conversations.
No, yeah, we have. We've gone through a lot of like the funny and like giggly kind of conversations. There have been a couple times where we went a little bit deep, but
then we would go back up.
Bring it up, yeah. So we won't go like super deep or like tears will be involved or anything like that. But we will try to like just get a little serious for a little bit. It's gonna be a new feeling. So bear with us. This is our first time trying this to go like a little more
after
serious.
this, it's just like let us know if you like having these type of topics or you want us to be more entertaining and more giggly and goofy and stuff. Mm-hmm. Or just like a little bit of both, or just let us know.
Yeah. Just letting you know, I rarely get serious. If I get serious, bring tissues. Let's just say. But, you're gonna see a lot of me, try to cope and just make fun of things. That's just me. So, don't get mad at me for trying to be funny.
I might say a few things, but then I'll bounce back to the message to come across to.
Yeah, so let's get to it. The topic of today is change. And as you can see, this is a little change. Yeah. Going with woohoo to ooh.
Is that what you do?
Yeah, I go, oh, what's that? That's a little sad. Okay, so, I don't know the exact years, but I'm pretty sure it's been 5 years since we last touched the floors of high school. So that's something.
Honestly, I didn't know where you were going with that. I was like, what are you saying?
I don't know how to transition, guys.
But, yeah, it's been 5 years since we graduated high school.
We may not look
so weird.
Yeah, we may not look it.
Because, like, at the same time, it feels like so long ago, but at the same time, it feels like it just happened.
Yeah.
Like, not too long ago. So it's like...
It's really weird to say, like, it's been 5 years since we were in high school. Our senior year. Our last year. And it's...
Honestly, it felt like we were never leaving school. Like,
yeah.
It was never going to end. And it's weird to think that it is.
Yeah. And low-key, I miss it. Actually, high-key, I miss it. I really do. What I really miss, though, is the structure that we had. Like, it was like, go to school, you like, go there, have breakfast, go to your first class, you do whatever you need to do there, second class, third class, fourth, so on and so forth. And then your goal was to pass the class and graduate, and then now, like, I don't have school, and I'm not going to college, because I know I can't afford that. So it's like, yeah, I'm going to work, but the goals just don't seem like the same kind of goals. And
it doesn't seem that clear.
Yeah.
Because, like, when you're in school, the purpose is very clear. To graduate, to pass the class, to get an A, or, you know. But now that we're not in school, you're in the real world and you're trying to think, like, hey, what to do? What's the purpose now? And you're, like, trying to figure out what that purpose is. And, like, you don't really see the purpose right away. So, like, you hit a lot of hard points.
Yeah.
Like, I do miss high school, too. Like, I miss the good and fun moments. Sometimes I do miss doing assignments sometimes. Because some of the assignments were fun.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, like, hanging out with... What? What did you do?
No. I was like, oh, this is crooked. Okay, let's fix it. And I was like, yeah, bad hair day. Totally true.
I just saw you doing this. I'm like, what was that?
Yeah, 'cause it's like, yeah. No, Andrea. No.
What?
Yeah, I'm trying to get clean and just stay out of the gutter and anyway.
Honey, that's
okay. No, we're not going there. We're not going there.
Yeah.
So yeah, dude, I kind of miss some of the homework.
Yeah.
I miss the projects. The projects that we'd work on.
I didn't really like group projects.
Anyway, I like the projects. For example, we would have classes like, let's see, what am I thinking? Science classes, when they would be like, okay, this is the theory, now we're going to test it. And I'm like, oh yeah, let's do this. I want to test this. I want to see it. What's the one class we had?
P?
No. PE had a lot of... I really liked PE, but we had another class.
Agricultural.
Yeah,
science?
the agricultural science. Yeah. So in that one, we talk a lot about, like, oh, like, the plants do this, and the plants do that, and then he's like, okay, we're going to the garden room, and I'm like, yes! We get a class, we can go play with some dirt. And
I didn't really like that class. But...
okay.
We have different views.
All the classes that I liked, she doesn't like.
PE was fun.
Was it, though?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I had fun in that class, too.
Even though you abused me here and there, but still.
Wow, I didn't even... I'm sorry that I was making you do all the requirements in class.
Requirements?
Yeah, the requirements in class.
By yelling at
Participation. Participation.
Okay. Everyone in the locker room knew something was wrong.
Oh my god, we're not gonna go back. We're not gonna go back to that. Okay, we've talked about that so many times already.
I'm still not over it.
I'm over it. Okay, it's been 5 years. It's time to move on.
Easy for you to say. You're the one that hurt me.
Okay. You can hold on to it as much as you can. Anyway.
But yeah, like, some of the assignments were really fun. Like, I really like the assignments I would do in English class a lot. Because English was my favorite class of the day ever.
I liked my English classes too. I liked the engagement we had. I liked it when we had small classes. When it was like 32 students. Is that a reasonable? I can't remember, guys. I can't even remember.
But I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so when there was like that many students in a classroom, it was kind of harder to engage with students and like everyone talk to one another, and
especially if you're like shy. Because like when you're in a bigger room, it's kind of harder to like speak up because like you feel more small in a big crowd. But like when it's like a kind of like a circle type size, it's a lot more easier to like say things, to talk about like the topic that everyone's talking about and put your opinion on it. That's how I always saw it. Because there would, especially, either that or if it's a class that I'm actually really interested in, and I find it more easier for me to like raise my hand.
Yes. Yeah. But no, like in those classes, it was kind of harder for everyone to get along, and everyone to kind of just participate. Because I liked it when everyone participated. I hated seeing like just a group of kids like where it's just 4 people talking about a subject we're supposed to, like a book that we're supposed to read, and like there's just like those like kids that are by themselves, and I'm like, no, like join us, like we're all having a hoot over here. That's why I liked my senior English class the most, because we had, I think, if I can count, if I can remember how many there were, I think there was like 12 of us. So it's a really, really small class.
Dang.
Yeah, maybe it's less than that. But I really liked it because when there was a book we were reading about, each one had a turn to read, and because there's less people, like people felt less shy and stuff. There were some shy people there too anyway, but they were less shy. And everyone was able to be there and feel it at a personal level. And I like that. I liked it for everyone, and it just felt good. And I miss that because now I feel like I can't engage with people like that anymore. And especially
it's a lot harder.
Like, yeah, especially technically our school is now like work, and right now at work I'm like I'm very secluded from a lot of people. I'm in like my own area. Maybe I'm not talking to like one other person, or I'll like stop by and say hi to one of my other coworkers and stuff, but I don't get to talk to them. And it's like I see that there's groups of people that are together, like they get along with each other, and there's a lot of them talking, and they're like talking about like in the meeting about like what's gonna happen next, what's the next project that we're gonna work on, like what's the next, and then for me when I go in, it's like, hey, what do you have for me to do? And they're just like, oh, do this, and I'm just like, yeah, okay. And then I just feel not involved, and it feels so crappy just being there and seeing everyone else like engaged and talking and being like, this is what we're gonna do, this is what's been going on, and this is what we're gonna move on to next, and all that. And then yeah
today like it kind of hit me because like I work from Monday to Friday. I don't work Saturday to Sunday. That's like school days. And like it's a lot more, like I've realized that I became more talkative, because like there will be like a section, a part of where I work, like it changes every single day, but I'm like with like a group, and like it's easier for me to like say something, and like we're like laughing, or like, so I've noticed I've becoming like a lot more talkative and a lot more easier to be more social. And that's one of the things that I wasn't in school, that I wish that I was. So like some of the changes, like thinking back from like your younger self and now, I saw that I'm more talkative now, and like I wish I was more like that in school. But yeah.
So over time, I guess right now we're already seeing like what has changed that we like or don't like. For you, what you like that's changed is that you're opened up a little bit more, you're more talkative, you're more social. I guess for me then is that like I'm still pretty extroverted. I feel that because I'm extroverted, I need to have that engagement with people. I need to be social. I need to talk to people. But because where I'm at work, I'm not talking to anyone. Like maybe 2 3 people at a time, but like it's not consistent and it's not throughout the day, I don't like
you don't
it.
Get to
and
have
I don't
that.
get to have that. Yeah, I don't get to have any connections with anyone. And it's really, really sucks. I'm just throwing it out there. It really, really sucks. I hate not talking to people. I hate
like
not
it doesn't
being
really
able
let
to...
you be who you really are.
Yeah, exactly. I like being the witty, funny person that makes a lot of people laugh and stuff, but right now it's like I'm by myself. I don't get to talk to anyone, and I feel so like I feel like I'm in a box. Like I can't even yell. You know, it really sucks. That's definitely something that I don't like. That's changed over the years.
That you're not able to be extroverted.
Yeah. And I feel like also COVID had a lot to do with that. I don't know what my love language is, but I'm pretty sure it's physical touch, and I love hugs. I love hugs. And because of like this whole COVID thing, like you can't really get close to people, and I'm like I need those hugs. I remember in high school, we'd go around and everyone I'd meet, like as many people as I'd meet, I'd meet them in the hallways and immediately go in for a hug. And then like you get to the class and then you see all your classmates that you're close with, and immediately we all go in for hugs and stuff. And now I'm like,
you can't.
I can't. Yeah, like that's like a big no. So I'm dying, guys. This COVID thing needs to end now. I also need to go party. I've been wanting to go party, but
same, honestly.
Part of me feels bad for trying to go out and party when all this is going on. Yeah. So what's something you don't like that's changed?
This is kind of more of a deeper level, but
I'll try to bring it up with adding things I like that changed. But go ahead.
One of the major, because this one's a really big one, that I don't really like, that most of my morals has changed. Because back then, when I meet someone, like become friends with them and stuff, like the one thing that I always let them know about me is that I don't give up on people very easily. And like, I fight for whoever. It takes a lot of me to just give up on somebody. And that, like, I'm really, really sweet. Really, really nice. And very forgiving as well. And accepting a lot. Easily. Like, I'm very easygoing. And a lot of things has changed that got me kind of be the opposite of that. I don't really fight for a lot of people anymore. Like, I'm still nice, I'm still sweet, like, I'm not, like, cold or anything, but I, like, it's a lot easier for me to just give up now. To just walk away.
I wouldn't really say, like, give up, but you've come to terms with what your priorities really are. Like, or what your priorities need to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as opposed to, like, giving up. Because, I mean, is it really a give up if they didn't deserve it? You know? It's like, just, no, your priorities are different. That's the way I see it, at least. The way I'd be doing that.
I mean, it's more like, you screw me once, I'm done.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like, back then I would give, like, second chances, third, fifth, multiple chances. So easily. Now it's like, okay, walk away.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll wish for you the best, but I don't have time for that anymore. It's like that. If I give you a second chance, you have to be so dang lucky.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, that major one has changed for me, and it took me a long time to accept that change. Like, I'm still me, but, you know, I've changed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. That's one of the changes I didn't really like, but I learned to accept it. Because I can't change back. I've tried, but I can't. So you not being able to be extroverted, that's the change that you don't like.
Yeah, that's the change I don't like. I'm trying to think of the changes I do like. And I thought I had one, but then it doesn't really feel like it in a way, because it's not really me. I guess what I'm starting to like is that I'm focusing on myself now. Because I know it's going to take forever to do this. But I know, like, I'm a really, really nice person, and I'm very thoughtful to other people, to the point where sometimes I forget about myself, and I just don't do things for myself anymore, or I didn't do things for myself. But now I'm starting to, like, think about, like, is this worth it for me too? Because recently I was kind of thinking about all the other things I've done before that were nice to other people, and I know you're supposed to do nice things without expecting anything back, but it's like, in a way, you're doing nice things and expecting other people to be nice too, but, like, that's not the case always. Am I making any sense? I don't know if I'm making any sense. For example, like, in high school, I had a friend, where we were friends in elementary, and then, like, we separated because school got torn down and stuff, and then we met again in high school, and we clicked again. We were hanging out all the time, and I did something for her birthday. Like, you know how in elementary schools you, like, get treats and stuff like that. So I did that for her in high school, and you don't do that in high school. Like, that's just not it, you know?
I mean, you do, but it's not as common.
Who do you know has done that?
I have.
You've done it in high school for your birthday? Mm-hmm. Like, people bring snacks for your birthday?
Oh.
Or, like, when you give out snacks, you know, like in elementary school, like, it's your birthday, so you give out cupcakes or donuts or candy for your birthday?
Well, like, for friends. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But no,
not like from like a classroom.
No, that's what I did is for a classroom.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I actually talked to her mom, and I was like, hey, like, I want to do this, you know, because, like, it's funny, it's fun, it's like, because we were friends in elementary, like, I want to do that now too. So I asked her, like, I bought, it was for our class, and I think there was like 30 something students, so I bought that many cupcakes, and then I asked her mom to bring milk and cups and the little, like, plates and stuff, and we surprised her in that class, because that's the class that I had with her. So I did all that, and then, like, a couple months later, we kind of just started drifting apart, and then I think maybe she dropped out or something, but I never really heard back from her. Like, maybe we talked a little bit, but
you went all out for her birthday then.
Yeah, and I never...
Dang.
She was gone. Like, it was like... And it wasn't like we got mad at each other or something, but it was just you know, over high school, like, you kind of move from friends to friends and stuff. So I never had anything back, you know what I mean? You know, like, I mean, it's not like I expected her to do something for my birthday specifically, but, like, in a way, it's like, you know, something kind of appreciate what I did. Mm-hmm. I don't know how to explain it. But basically, like, it's like, I went all out, and then I received this much, you know. And then that's just one example of what I've done. And you know all the other stuff I've done before. A lot of stuff. Like, I'm very generous. I had a best friend that we were best friends for years, and I did something really, really big. And then, like, not even a couple months later, like, we weren't best friends, and we're not even talking anymore. So,
like, you're always there for people that always gives you the shorter end of the stick.
Yeah, exactly. And now I'm like, I'm wanting to do things for friends. Like I want to go all out. But then I'm thinking, I'm like, what are the chances they're going to do the same thing for me? Like, is it even worth it anymore? But then I go ahead and do it anyway. But I'm trying to do less. So if I'm going to do something, I don't want to use my entire energy. Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm working on, and that's what I like, that the change is that I'm understanding to not limit myself. I'm understanding that it's not okay to give your all to just one person.
Just cause.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, but there are certain things I'll do. Like, some people will be like, "That's dumb. Why'd you do it?" And I'm like, "No, it's because I wanted to." Like my coworker today. Also, it was for selfish reasons. I wanted food, but I didn't want to go out and get it. So I was like, "Hey, you want to go get it? I'll give you my credit card. You can go get it. You can get yourself something. Get her something too." He went to 7-Eleven, and he got me taquitos and Powerade, and then he got himself. I already forgot what he got himself, because I'm like, at that point, like, I really don't care. Like, I'm like, he said he wasn't feeling good either, so I was like, yeah, dude, like, go get yourself something. I'm as long as I get what I want, you know. And some people be like, why are you giving him your credit card and giving me, like, aren't you scared that he's gonna take your information? I'm like, nah, man. I wouldn't say I trust him 100%, but I know that he's not the kind of person who's gonna be like, let me take her information. You know, like, it's like at that point, right? He watches this, by the way, so yeah. Just yeah, so most people will just be like, there's no point in doing that. But I'm like, you know, I want to be generous. I'm gonna be generous. I'm gonna be a little selfish because I want something for me, and I just got there and I didn't want to go out like already and come back. So I'm like, you know, you do it, but in return for you doing that, get yourself something, because I'm not gonna. I'm like, I want to be equal in this.
What was the other questions that we made up?
You're right. What are the other questions? Let's move on to the next thing. Oh no. So, what would you tell your younger self to prepare for the change in the future?
You go first.
Do I want to be serious or do I want to be funny?
You do you. You do you, boo.
If I was talking to myself a couple, like, years ago, like 5 years ago maybe a little bit more than that, invest in Bitcoin. Get some NFTs already. Anyway, you would have been rich right now. You should have saved your money. Also, drive a lot more careful. Check on your tires more often.
Be aware of
your
surroundings.
How dare you? It wasn't even about the surroundings. Anyway, and even if that does happen, like it's gonna be okay. You're still here. You're doing good. You're gonna end up doing some big things, like, hey, you got a podcast. You're gonna have a podcast. You don't think that right now, because you want to see other things, but in the future you're gonna start off with a podcast, and that podcast is probably gonna take you somewhere. And that's, yeah. So just trust yourself and listen to your gut. I think that's kind of what I want to tell my young self, is just to trust. Save money too. Work out a little bit more too. Damn, you let yourself go. I think that's what my past self would say to me right now. Like, damn, you let yourself go. Then I would have been like, you know what? Shut up. You're gonna crash anyway.
And just think about it. You are her.
Yeah. Exactly. But I would roast the hell out of myself. Yeah. But then I'd be like, damn, I'm gonna be that. I'm gonna get that membership. I'm just kidding.
I mean, I have a membership now.
I have a membership, but I haven't used it. What's the point? What's the point? You know, you're gonna get the membership, Liz, but you're not even gonna use it.
I'm gonna go tomorrow. So far, I've used my membership twice so far.
I've used it a couple times before, a couple months ago. But now I'm just like, I think it's because it's January, and because everyone wants to do like New Year's resolutions, yay! There's a lot more people, and it's kind of annoying now.
Yeah,
work on yourself and stuff, but it gets really crowded.
Yeah.
Mhm. And then it doesn't help that COVID.
Yeah.
Yep.
What I would tell myself, my younger self. Dang. Okay. This is kind of deep, but I would say no matter what happens, no matter what you're going to go through, you're going to be okay. It may not seem or feel like it at the time, but you're going to be okay. Like, you're going to live, you're going to still breathe, you're going to figure things out, discover things, learn things, but at the end of the day, you're going to be okay. That's what I would basically say.
So, I don't know. We might have already answered this within our thing, but are we scared of change? I don't think I'm really scared of change. In a way, I'm kind of grateful for change. Because if not, I wouldn't be who I am today. And I'm not the best, but I'm content with where I'm at. Maybe not 100% content. There's certain things where I'm just like, you know, but in order to get to the content, I need to change. And so
I think for me, I don't think I'm scared of change, but I'm always afraid how it's going to affect me and how it's going to make me feel with the change. Because, like, change is always going to happen no matter what. But the thing that you're never really fully prepared of how it's going to make you feel. So, like, yeah, with the feelings that's going to come along with the change. Just, like, kind of scared.
There was this one really good paragraph that someone sent into the podcast. I think they were also talking about change. Are we just copying Get Real? Anyway, so they were talking, and I wish I would have memorized it, but it was so good in explaining how change is just inevitable, you know, but change is not always bad. Like, change is most of the time good. Because if everyone were to stay the same, if things were to stay the same, we wouldn't be in a good place.
Like, change needs to happen.
Yeah, change needs to happen.
Because if change doesn't happen, then you won't grow.
Yeah.
You're just going to stay the same, and you're going to have more flaws if you don't end up changing.
Yeah.
Because, like, we change to improve into something. Improve in ourselves, in our lives and stuff. And if we just stayed exactly the same way, we're not really gonna go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's hard. It's scary. It's painful. But it's like the way how life is, really.
Yeah.
There's good in it and there's bad in it.
What's that one little thing that you sent me before? It's so cheesy. The butterfly one. That's like caterpillars go through a lot of change, and in the end,
they appear as a beautiful butterfly.
Yeah, something like that. I think there's more to it.
But like, it's like basically that.
Yeah. Oh, and you thought it was gonna be me?
But the thing is, my phone is on silent.
My phone would have been on silent too. Someone's calling her. Someone is calling her. Yes, it would. I would have put do not disturb if I went live. But she was telling me earlier, I was like, should I use my phone? It's kind of on a low percentage. She was like, you're going to get called anyway. Or you're going to get looked for, like, texted anyway. So I was like, okay, so we'll use your phone. But she just got a call. It already went away. But
it's on silent, though.
Yeah, mine would have been too. I always put mine on do not disturb. Mine wouldn't even pop up. It would just be do not disturb.
It would pop up.
I wouldn't.
Yeah. That's the topic of change.
Yeah. So, another thing with change is that you guys are not going to see a lot of our bickering very often. And that is because Andrea and I kind of made the decision. Andrea
made the decision.
Made more of the decision, but I just kind of like, I'm not going to be like, no, you can't leave. Yeah, so Andrea is not going to be a host anymore. I'm
still going to be here and there, but not as constant.
Yeah, I'm going to be the sole host of the podcast, of the show. And you're going to see a couple episodes of just me. And please don't make fun of me for talking to myself. Okay? I do that all the time anyway. So, it's just me talking to an expert, which is me. And you'll see Andrea every once in a while as a guest. She'll be a special guest, obviously. And then I'll be adding a couple guests here and there because talking to myself is not going to be the greatest. So,
but just to let you know, we didn't have a fight. Nothing bad happened that made me have.
Yeah, just kidding. She's about to punch me later, though.
Do I continue?
Yes, continue. That's why I stopped talking.
This is like the reason I'm leaving is not because like she and I are not on good terms, and like we're still best friends. We're always gonna be best friends. So, like, yeah, like this is more her, not really for me.
Yeah.
Like it's still fun. Like I like doing lives and getting out of my comfort zone and stuff because I honestly didn't think I would be as talkative when we were starting this.
Yeah.
Like it is fun. I like it, but it's not. I don't want to be 24/7 into this as I wanted to in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, things change.
Things do change.
Feelings change.
Yeah.
Like everything I said, like from our very first video, I meant every single word. But things change. Mindset
she meant
change.
it
Life
at
changes.
that moment.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah. We were actually like contemplating it for about 3 months now, 4 months, about like what we're gonna do, because our priorities were just different. I really wanted to focus on like Feel Free a lot, and I was like, we gotta move up. Like, I was thinking about getting more equipment and stuff like that. Like, actually invest a little bit more. And things were just getting a little bit difficult for Andrea and her side. And like, it just, like, how do I word this? It wasn't in your priority to work on Feel Free as much as I was working on Feel Free. Mm-hmm. You had a lot of other things in your plate anyway, and I may have had stuff on my plate too, but I always push it aside. Because, like, for me, Feel Free is like a getaway. I get to feel free.
She saw Feel Free for her as more a career. I saw it more as a fun hobby, really. But she wants to grow, which is great. But,
and I'm very afraid of, I'm like, because who knows what's gonna happen? Mm-hmm. It might, like, if it's just me, is it gonna be as good as it was with Andrea, or am I gonna suddenly, like, hit 100 and just keep flying up?
I mean, there's many YouTubers, podcasts are doing their own thing, and they're doing just as fine.
By themselves, though?
They're doing just as fine. They have a lot of views, like Sniper Wolf. She has a lot of views. She's doing it by herself.
Why does that sound so familiar? Sniper Wolf. I think Mara and Aiden watch that.
People watch her.
Yeah, that's true. They watch me. My siblings watch me.
There's a bunch of, like, more YouTubers on Facebook, and they're doing it by themselves. They're reacting to things, and they're doing just fine.
Not everyone makes it, though.
But they're making it, so why can you?
There's, like, certain reasons why I don't think I could actually make it, but that doesn't mean I won't try. Yeah. I'm at least gonna try. I know I'm gonna try. I'm gonna keep it going.
I'm gonna push her.
Until she's gonna push me off the edge. To a cliff. You guys find me in the canyons. Anyway, I'm gonna... Yeah. I do need pushing. I really do.
Like, I'll mostly be here for support for her. Because she needs it.
I do. If you guys see me in the streets, I don't know why in the streets. if you see me
trying to say something,
I was gonna say yeah. Show your support by giving me a hug if you're comfortable with giving me hugs, and if you don't have COVID.
And if she hasn't scared you off yet.
If I haven't scared you off yet, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lose some followers here because you're gonna leave and they're gonna be like, well, I was only watching it for Andrea anyway.
Nah, I'm not all of that. But most of these followers is because they know you.
What?
Your coworkers?
That's like 2 coworkers. Yeah. What are you trying to get? 2 out of what? Oh, we have 56 followers. Is that right? 56?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're just looking at it. We have 56 followers. That's amazing. From what, Lagoon? We had 50 followers. So 6 more followers since Lagoon.
Dang.
But another really cool thing is on YouTube, we now have 11 subscribers. I don't know about you, but I'm looking 11-11. About to make a wish here.
Where's the other 11?
I'm pulling it from the followers here.
In order to make 11-11, there has to be a second 11, not just one 11.
Shh. I'm gonna make it happen. Okay?
How?
Make it happen. 11-11. That's 1,111 followers. I'm gonna make that happen. Guys, just start. If you don't know who I am, you don't know what this is, just follow me. Immediately just start subscribing to the YouTube so that I can have that 1,111 followers. just so I can tell Andrea I made 1111 happen.
In order for that to happen, either one, since we have 11 followers, we have to have 11 likes, or like 1,111
views.
subscribers.
We're really. That's what I'm saying. Subscribers. 1,111 subscribers. And followers.
So in order for 1111, though, either one of those two has to happen.
Okay, I'm gonna make it happen. So
Okay.
that 1111 can happen.
I'm gonna push you.
Okay. And I'm gonna push you guys. Tell your friends, your cousins, your aunts and uncles, your mom and dad, grandma and grandpa.
Your dog. You almost repeated what I said.
No. Dogs and cats and animals don't have their own, unless they do have their own channel and their own like.
Hey, there's many
page.
people that post about their animals and people are loving it.
Rose, I know you have a channel, a page for your cat. Okay,
See?
I better see your cat following me. So everyone, just follow, just do it. Why are you not doing it? Just do it. What's the worst that can happen if you do follow me? Not much. Yeah, exactly. If anything, you're just gonna be happier because I'm gonna be in your life more. Anyway, follow. I'll feel free to on Instagram, and then if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm gonna post this on YouTube sometime.
I don't know,
subscribe,
how we're
comment,
gonna
subscribe.
like I don't know how we're gonna figure this out, but just keep in mind if there's a video that she posts I'm no longer in it, you know why.
Yeah.
I'll still show up here and there, but I'm not gonna be as constant as I am now till now.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Okay. Oh my
Right.
gosh, I think we went for another hour again.
Okay.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye.
See you guys next time.